What if I told you there's one change you can make to your shopping campaigns? A change that can increase your impressions, boost your CTR, and even lower your CPC without spending a single extra dollar. That change is your product titles. Most store owners copy titles from other stores or use titles that are way too vague. The problem is, most shoppers don't search like that. So Google can't match your products properly, and you end up showing to the wrong people. In this video, I'm gonna show you the exact process we use for our clients to write their product titles that works. I'm gonna walk you through this process step by step using real search data. This is gonna help you finally show up for the searches that matter, bring clicks, conversions, and profits. Let's dive in. All right, before we get into search terms, keyword research, and formulas, we need to start with what most people skip. It's basic, guys, but you really need to understand your product. That means its details, its use cases, and the features that shoppers are actually looking for. Then you match those features with what people are actually searching for. Let me show you what I mean. Here's a real example from a store that sells kids furniture and nursery products. Let's look at this chair and check out what it actually is. So it glides, it swivels, it reclines. It's mainly used for nursing. It has a soft, plush, teddy-style fabric, and the color is olive green. Now here's the current title. Oh Baby Madison Swivel Glider Recliner Chair Teddy Fabric Olive. Okay, it's technically correct, but it's not written in the way that shoppers actually search. So let's figure out what people actually do search for. First, you're gonna go to the keyword planner in Google Ads and type in the main product terms. Nursing chair, glider chair. You'll instantly see what people are actually typing into Google. Okay, so as you can see here, these are real. They're high intent keywords with solid monthly search volume behind them. Yet they're not clearly shown in the current title. So let's actually look at what's actually been triggering these ads. So I'm gonna go into Google Ads here, then I'm gonna go into Insights and Reports and open up the search terms section. And I'll set this to the last 30 days so we've got clean data to look at. Here's what shows up. Nursing chair, nursing rocking chair, small nursing chair, glider nursing chair. You can see that people are clearly searching for things like nursing, nursery, rocking, and glider. But if we look at the current title again, none of those words are included. And teddy fabric and olive, nobody types those into Google. People search for words like soft, plush, and for color, they type green. So basically, Google still shows the product, but when people see a title like this, they think, is this a nursing chair? What's teddy fabric? I'm not sure. Let me keep scrolling. You don't pay for those impressions, but you do lose the opportunity to get a click. And the clicks you do get are usually low quality because the shopper isn't confident it's the right product. And honestly, guys, this might be happening in your account right now. Maybe your titles are a little vague. Maybe they're missing the attributes that people actually care about, like size, color, material. Or maybe the language just doesn't match how people search. All those things make it so much harder for Google to match your products to the right shoppers. You might say candle holder, but shoppers are typing tea light candle stand. Same product, but wrong language. And Google won't fix this for you. If the right keywords aren't in your title, Google won't know who to show your products to. So it has to guess, and that's why you get higher CPCs, lower click-through rates, and messy searches clicking on your ads. So if you want better visibility and cleaner traffic, you need to optimize your product titles. It's honestly one of the highest return on ad spend things you can do to your setup for your shopping campaigns. And you already have everything you need to do it. You have your products, you know what they are, their features, benefits, and details. You also have two sources of data. Google Keyword Planner tool to see what people are searching for, and your search terms report to see what searches are actually triggering your ads and getting clicks. That's all you need to optimize your titles. Let me show you how. All right, guys, now it's time to rebuild our titles. And no, you can't just stuff in every single keyword. There's a structure to this, and when you use it, Google finally understands your products. So here's what a good title needs to do. It puts the important information at the front. That's because Google only shows the first 60 to 70 characters. It includes the attributes that shoppers actually care about, and it's easy to scan. Let me show you the framework. You start with the product type, and then you layer in the attributes that people care about. A good way to think about it is basically like what matters when people are deciding to buy. Things like key features, the material, the size. Think of it as product type, primary use, key features, material, size, and color. That order gives Google everything it needs to understand your product. Now, about the brand name. If you're selling well-known brands like Nike, Samsung, Apple, put those brand names at the front. That's because people search for those brand names specifically. But if you're selling your own store brand or white label products that don't have brand recognition, don't put it at the front. That's because your brand name already appears on the shopping ad underneath the title. So adding it in when it doesn't actually bring benefit because people aren't searching for this yet, it actually wastes characters. You're better off leaving it there underneath the description as its own attribute. Okay, now let's take that data and build out a new title. We'll go back to the nursing chair that we've been working with already. So right now the title is Oh Baby Madison Swivel Glider Recliner Chair Teddy Fabric Olive. From the search terms report and the Google Keyword Planner, we saw the exact searches that people are making. And based on what we know about the products, I've listed everything out here on my laptop. Now we take these two pieces and bring them together. That's what the product is and what people are actually typing to find it. That's the sweet spot for strong titles. All right, let's rebuild this one so you can see exactly how it works. For this chair, the biggest search terms were nursing chair, nursing glider, and breastfeeding chair. So we start with something like nursing and breastfeeding glider chair. Then in the search data, we kept seeing people search for reclining nursing chairs. So we add that next, nursing and breastfeeding glider recliner. Now the chair also swivels 360 degrees, so we include it. We're still within the first 60 to 70 characters, which is perfect. So next we're gonna add the fabric. Internally, this is called Teddy Fabric, but nobody is actually typing that on Google. People type things like soft or plush, so we want to match their language. It's the same for color. The official color is olive, but the shoppers here are searching for green, so we're going to use that word. Then we add a bit of context. People do search for nursery glider and nursery chair, which means adding nursery at the end helps match that intent. At this point, we're under 90 characters, and the title is already way cleaner than the original. And one more thing that really helps is adding the dimensions. A lot of shoppers look for smaller nursing chairs, or they just want to know if it'll fit their space. So adding the height, width, and depth gives shoppers that confidence before they click. That brings the title to about 118 characters. It's still under Google's 150 character limit. As for the brand name, I've checked Google Planner and there isn't much search demand for this brand in this category. So we'll leave it out and keep the title focused on what shoppers are actually searching for. Okay, so this is what the final title looks like. Nursing and breastfeeding, glider recliner chair, swivel 360, soft plush fabric, green, nursery, and finally, the dimension. This is a title built on real product attributes and real shopper language. And you'll notice I'm using simple separators, so it's easy to read. I also capitalize the first letter of each word, but I avoid using all caps unless it's something like USB or HD. Now, before you start rewriting your titles, there are a few really important rules to keep in mind. First, never add features your product doesn't have just because they show up in the search terms. This goes without saying, guys, but I'm going to say it anyway. If people are searching for waterproof running shoes, but yours aren't waterproof, don't put that in the title. You'll get clicks, but they won't convert and you'll just burn your budget. Also, if your product page says moisture wicking performance fabric and shoppers search for breathable, then use breathable. That's the language they actually understand, and it's the same thing with colors too. Use the color people actually type into Google. Things like green, black, white. You see here, guys, I keep repeating this, but it's so true. Always think about the buyer. Match their language, not what you actually say with your team. Match what the people want outside searching for your products. Next, always front load the most important information. Google only shows around 60 to 70 characters, so that opening section needs to carry the key details. The product type, the main attributes, the stuff that actually matters. Don't hide the good info at the end. Then, whatever space you have left, use it for the extra details. Things like dimensions or secondary features. That helps Google understand your product better. Especially now with the new AI shopping updates, optimizing your product feed matters more than ever. By the way, if you want to dive deeper into those updates, I've linked a video for you below. And one more thing, guys, one more piece of advice. Don't push your titles too long. Google gives you up to 150 characters, so make sure you stay underneath that. And whatever you do, make sure the title still reads like a human wrote it. Something like coffee maker, drip coffee maker, programmable coffee maker, 12-cup coffee maker, it's just spam, guys. Write for the humans first and Google second. Oh, and if you sell apparel, every variant needs its own title. Even if it's a different size or color, it still needs its own optimized title. Okay guys, now that your titles are ready, let's actually push them live. I'm going to show you two different ways, one for small batches of titles, like a few products, and one for large updates when you have many products. Okay, so head into Merchant Center and go to Products. Search for the product you want to update, click Edit Product, and then update the title field. Once it's updated, hit Save. Now this method works really well if you've just got a few products. But if you've got dozens or even hundreds or thousands, that's when a supplemental feed is a better option. So we're first going to go into Settings and then click on Data Sources. Then head over to Supplemental Sources and click Add Supplemental Product Data. Here you'll choose how to add your product data. I recommend selecting Google Sheets and then clicking Use Template. Now delete all these attributes in here now and keep these two columns, ID and title. Paste your existing product IDs into the ID column and your new titles into the title column. Then head back to Merchant Center, hit Continue, and that's basically it. Alright, now a few things to keep in mind so this goes smoothly. First, double check that your IDs match your primary feed exactly. Make sure there are no extra spaces and no typos. If the ID in your primary feed is ABC123 and you type ABC123 lowercase in the supplemental feed, it won't work. Next, remember the supplemental feed you've added only updates the title. It won't change any other product details like images, prices, or descriptions. And once you update it, keep an eye on the Needs Attention tab in Merchant Center. That's where Google will flag anything that didn't go through or got disapproved. Alright, so once your new titles are live, give Google a bit of time to adjust. This usually takes a week or two. When you check back in, there are a few things you want to look at. First, impressions. If your titles are more relevant now, you should see those impressions move up pretty quickly. Next, your CTR. When your title matches what someone's searching for, they're far more likely to click. Then, take a look at your search terms. You want to see fewer irrelevant searches. That's a sign Google finally understands your product and is matching it properly. If you notice impressions aren't changing or your CTR goes down, that's okay. You can simply go back and adjust the titles based on the data. And remember, this isn't a one and done thing. Title optimization is iterative. Every few weeks, check your search terms report again. If you notice shoppers searching for a feature you didn't include, add it. And when your product starts appearing for something irrelevant, there's a simple fix. You can add it as a negative keyword or tweak your title to naturally exclude that term. And yeah, just keep refining with real data and your titles are going to get stronger over time. That's it for this video, but if you guys want us to optimize your titles, scale your account with our Google Ads system, get in touch with us. You can book a call with my team and I down below, and we'd love to talk with you about how we'll do this for your store and your products profitably. If you have any questions, drop them down below in the comments section. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate the support, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Make sure to check out our other videos. This one here might be especially useful for you.